Hi there. Welcome to Guanyin practice. Oh, we hit her cutout. There we go. Welcome to Guanyin practice. We are in the month of Tara, and we're working with the 21 Taras this month of Tibetan Buddhism. And each of the different manifestations of Tara is Tara herself. And each one is manifest with different sort of jobs or roles in the world. So as we kind of go through this month, every day we're going to be working with one of the Taras and learning a little about her. So, morning, Raquel. Hi. Um, so today we're going to start with Tara number 1, homage. O Tara, swift Ture, heroic goddess, whose gaze like lightning flashes in an instant, lady who was born from the opened up anthers of the triple world guardian's lotus face. So this manifestation of Tara, when the triple world guardian is Avalokiteshvara or Guanyin. So when Guanyin's face opens like a lotus, Tara is born. And according to the Tara Mandala website, Nyurma is the name of the first of the Taras. She is semi-wrathful, red in color. She liberates beings from the suffering of samsara and protects them from fear. With her compassionate power, she removes obstacles and increases bodhicitta, the awakened heart. Upon her Utpala flower, because each of the Taras holds an Utpala flower from which is blossoming her sacred symbol. So upon her Utpala flower is a white conch shell that curls clockwise, symbolizing the glorious sound of relative and absolute bodhicitta pervading the entire world. So this is the Tara who dispels fear with love. Her red color suggests that she is a magnetizing Tara. She calls to her whatever is needed. In this case, she calls our fears and she blesses us with compassion so that we can be fearless. She's born from the face of Guanyin. Another way of saying it is that this Tara is born from one of the tears of Avalokiteshvara or Guanyin. And her mantra is Om Tare Tutare Bodhicitta Soha. So that is Tara number 1 in the praise of the 21 Taras. And today our card is a fierce Purba wielding blue Dakini, conduit between sky and earth. Be fierce and vanquish whatever is holding you back. That's from the Buddha Wisdom Shakti Power Oracle by Laura Shanti. Card number 48. Let's see what else she has to say here. This Dakini holds her Purba dagger in the staking position as her scarf billows around her in the inky gloom of delusion. She is fiercely committed to pinning down any obstructions to the Dharma and helping humanity, even in the face of heavy, shadowed forces. She is dark blue, as in the tradition of the movement center who commissioned her. This was a commissioned piece. She is part of the Buddha family in the center of the mandalas, blue being the color for space in the 5-element mandala system. Her color represents the central energy channel of the body, the Shushumna, where in advanced Buddhist practice, the energy is absorbed and it flows upward to break open the dragon gate at the crown of the head, creating enlightenment. Dakinis manifest in many forms, and they represent the potency of female energy to give birth, representing the creation of newness, of ideas, of beings, and of levels of awareness. Dakinis range from beings with some level of spiritual power, like sprites or fairies, to being fully realized Buddha beings. They help arouse the energy of wisdom in tantric practitioners. A purba is a magical implement. Do we have one here? I have one. I'm going to get it and show you. Let's see. Where is it? Well, I do have one, but it's not where I thought it was. But a purba is, or either that or it doesn't really want to be seen. A purba is a very interesting magical dagger. In the Tibetan tradition, a purba is a dagger with a handle engraved with three faces on three sides. And on one side, the figure is smiling, and on the other two sides, the figure is like frowning or looks angry or looks forbidding. And the original use of the purba, why we have one in the first place, is because it's a tent stake amongst nomads. It's used to literally stake down the yak hair tent in the ground where they then, have shelter. And over time, the purba took on having a three-faced kind of carving, a three-sided carving, so that the one smiling face is smiling into the tent, and the two faces that are more forbidding are facing outward, warding off negative spirits, warding off mischief, warding off bandits, because a nomad's life has a certain amount of risk. So that warding off is the purpose of the two sides. But over time, this particular implement came to be inhabited by the spirit of Vajrakilaya, the razor that destroys at a touch. It is symbolic of the destruction of delusion. So, the deity Vajrakilaya is the magician form of the historical figure Padmasambhava. And we have Vajrakilaya and Padmasambhava in this deck as well. The Vajrakilaya is used for many magical feats. Wooden ones are used for healing, metal ones are used for exorcism, or for transforming the three poisons of attachment, craving, and attachment, aversion, and indifference. They can pin down negative energies from the mind stream of a harmful entity or a human person, and they can dispel dark forces from a society or from a single person. A purba is used in consecrations, meditation, and weather making. They fix space to the earth like a lightning rod, creating a conduit between them. So this is a very interesting implement. And when the Dakini wields it, she's basically creating an axis between the center of heaven and earth. And she's aligning forces so that anything negative in the environment is pinned down and held as sort of subjugated. And that even though so when we were just talking about how the Tara we're working with today is a red Tara. So the red beings are magnetizing, that's their power. But if the being is like blue-black in color, then subjugating or destroying is the power of that being. They can cut through delusion. They can cut through our attachment to negative activities, patterns, and ways of being. So today, we are being encouraged to dispel fear and to really get a firm grip on whatever is causing harm in our environment and to basically bring it under the influence of the field of Dharma. So, how would we do that? You might wonder. Well, you can, if you tend to use a ritual knife or ritual dagger in your practice, one of the things that you could do would be to write down the difficult situation or the energies that are poisoning or the delusional thought pattern or the bad habit or whatever. Place that piece of paper on like a soft surface like dirt in a pot or on the earth or somewhere that it can be pierced, and then drive your blade through it. And as you do that, you're commanding, I am bringing this delusion under the power of the Dharma, under the power of my practice, so that it's no longer operating outside of me or within me, causing harm. Rather, it is now going to be subjugated to the Dharma, purified, transformed. So maybe if it's like a persistent negative thought pattern, now I'm going to develop the positive antidote thought pattern of bodhicitta, benefit of all beings, and I'm going to apply it to that negative thought pattern. So whenever that negative thought pattern arises, boom, I pin it down and I say, no, we're not doing that. What we're doing instead is benefit of all beings. So you look at something, you feel a little judgy. Okay, no, benefit of all beings. All beings deserve to thrive. You look at some situation, you feel hopeless. No, there's always hope. There's always a way. I have the power of my practice behind me. And all I have to do is put one foot in front of the other. So, like this, we can actually begin to apprehend some of the negative things that cause us trauma, that cause us pain, and we can bring them into our practice and actually conscript the energy of the bad habit into service to something good, so that we're not like destroying it, blocking it, or sending it away. We're actually adopting it, taking it in, transforming it, and then holding it as an addition in the field of our life force. So that's our short bit for today. It's kind of a big assignment, but we're going to pin down any fear or any delusional thinking that's causing harm in our lives. And we're going to figure out, if we were to take that moment of fear, that thought pattern, that particular habit, and transform it, conscripting it into good, what would that look like? Now let's dive into Guanyin practice. We're going to start with 3 prostrations before the shrine of Guanyin. And let's take refuge, remembering that in the Dharma, we have the power to do this kind of transformation. Namo Guru Be. I take refuge in the inner teacher. Namo Buddhaye. I take refuge in the great mother of compassion. Namo Dharmaye. I take refuge in the wisdom of the ages. Namo Sanghaye. I take refuge in the community of practitioners. And let's set our intention today. I'm happy to report that Lisette's surgery went smoothly. It was an easier procedure than she had anticipated. She still really needs our prayers as she recovers because it was a painful procedure, but she's actually relieved and doing well. And we're also holding for Mary Beth, who is having surgery on her shoulder tomorrow. And this is going to restore her ability to do the activities that she enjoys. So sending to Lisette and Mary Beth, as well as to Claire, for radiant good health and well-being. Also holding today and tomorrow, we're going to hold for her too, the family of a little girl, Isabella, who tragically died this week unexpectedly. Her family is in shock, grieving at this terrible loss, and we send strength, love, comfort, courage, and peace to the hearts of all those who are grieving Bella. And let's recite the four immeasurables. May I be a source of loving kindness in this world and all worlds, bringing a generous heart to all my thoughts and doings. May I be a vehicle of compassion in this world and all worlds, ever mindful and aware of the tremendous suffering of others. May I be a brimming vessel of joy in this world and all worlds, delighting in the happiness of others as their suffering is alleviated. May I be a balance point of equanimity in this world and all worlds, seeing all as equals and all as deserving of goodness. I light this candle as a symbol of the enlightening Dharma way. May it shine brightly for the benefit of all beings. I light this incense as an offering for Guanxin, she who hears the cries of the world, mother of all. Om Ahum. 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 Reverently, I prostrate with my body, speech, and mind and present clouds of every type of offering, actual and virtual. I confess all my destructive actions accumulated since beginningless time, and rejoice in the meditation of all holy and ordinary beings. Please, Guanyin, remain until the end of samsaric existence and turn the wheel of Dharma for sentient beings. I dedicate my own merits and those of others to the great enlightenment. 108 recitations of Namo Guanxin Pusa, calling upon Guanyin and asking her to please help us to identify what it is in us that might need this transformation, or what it is in our environment that might need this transformation, to be brought into our Dharma practice, integrated, allowed to exist, transformed, and then serving the highest good of our soft heartedness, our tender heartedness to the world. Namo Guanxin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxin Pusa. Namo Guanxin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxin Pusa. Namo Guanxin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxin Pusa. Namo Guanxin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxin Pusa. Namo Guanxin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxin Pusa. Namo Guanxin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxin Pusa. Namo Guanxin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxin Pusa. Namo Guanxin Pusa, 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 Namo Guanxi Yin Pusa. 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 And our prayer for the money reciter of Calm by Gyaltse Tokme Zangpo. Lama Dankun Shiksum Lak Chaksalo Dakni Changchu Ningpor Chike Bar Gangdang Gangdu Kipa Dedang Der Tadu Tuje Chempo Shensin Shing Kusum Gewe Chila Chapar Sho Jamdang Ningje Chempo Kunlang Ne Tuje Chempo Dojar Girpa Nam Lame Chanchu Chola Gope Chir Tuje Chempo Trinle Je Par Sho. Homage to the Guru in 3 jewels. From now until I reach the essence of awakening, no matter where I may be reborn in those places, may I always follow the great compassionate one and dedicate my body, speech, and mind to virtue. Inspired by loving kindness and great compassion, in order to lead all Mahakarunika's followers to supreme and unsurpassable awakening, may I carry out the great compassionate one's activity. Lama Dunkun Shiksum Chaksalo Dakni Changchuk Ningpor Chike Bar Ganggang Gangdu Kepa Dedang Der Tadu Tuje Chempo Chetsin Shing Gusum Gewe Chula Chupar Cho Jamdang Ningje Jamdang Ningje Chempo Kunlang Ne, Tuje Chempo Duljar Girpanam, Lame Chanchu Chola Gope Cheer, Tuje Chempo Trinle Je Parsho. Oh, what do you think? By the time we reach 1,000,000, do you think I'll have it memorized? I hope so. Working on it every day. Okay, 108 recitations of Om Mani Padme Hum, sending out the energies to our sisters, Lisette, Mary Beth, Claire, and the family of Isabella. Energies of compassion, and may all difficulties they face, all pain they face, be subjugated to the Dharma. May it become the stainless, pure, clear light of awareness and compassion, the tender heart of compassion. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, 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 Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And let's give thanks for our teachers. May all of my blessed teachers enjoy long, happy, healthy, productive lives and great support for their good works. May all beings benefit from their wisdom. May they enjoy a swift and happy rebirth. And long life prayer for Lama Dechen Yeshe Wangmo. Om Swasti. Through the powerful blessings of the immortal Pema Jungye and his consort, may the three secret qualities of the Dakini of Supreme Bliss, Yeshe Wangmo, be utterly stable, and may the light of her activities shine on the lotus groves of the teachings and of beings so that they blossom in radiant splendor. And let's dedicate the merit. May the merit of this practice and all of my activities be of endless benefit to all beings in all realms, beginningless and continuous. May all obstacles be overcome and suffering cease at the sound of liberation. May all beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all beings have happiness and its causes. May we carry the essence of Guanyin in our hearts. Namo Guanxin Pusa. And we close with a bow to Guanyin, a bow to one another, and a bow to the inner teacher. Wishing you a wonderful day. Yes, thank you so much, Audrey. Oh, I'm so glad to see that you're doing well. Thank you for putting your counts in the comments, and please don't forget to log your counts with me either in the comments on this video or in the Goddess Temple app under the Devotion and Grace section. And we will be back tomorrow to close out this week. Bye.